Hey, everybody.
Oh, light fell. Okay, cool.
Oh, there you go. Okay, we back. We back. Savage AF, man. You know what it is, guys. Forget your feelings. Facts matter. We'll be cursing in 4 minutes and 20 seconds. 420. Until then, in the meantime, in between time, good morning, Shang.
No, I'm
Getting more oxygen to the brain. I get it for
a
the show.
little oxygen to the
For all
brain.
your
Yo,
intellectual thoughts.
Savage.
You know what it is, y'all. We are the show that brings you politics, hot topics, current events, in an I don't give a fluff kind of style.
And listen, I just want to tell something to the people, you mother fluffers.
Hey,
and I'm serious. I'm fed up with this shot.
with the charcuterie.
Yeah, y'all need to share our link. I'm sick of this. I'm starting to get fed up with your bullshit.
Okay.
Share the link.
Now the man cracked.
I had to get that off my chest.
All right, man.
But
we are your hosts. I am Black Pedro. This guy right here.
And I am disgruntled Danny.
Yeah, there you go. That's another persona. You can catch us live. Typically
live.
Monday through Friday, 3 p.m. Pacific Standard Time on YouTube and Facebook simultaneously. If you ever miss us live, it's your fault. You stupid. Slap your reflection.
Man, I think that's a little aggressive to say that to the people, that you slap yourself or anything like that. I think you should be a little bit more nuances. And also, so the police won't track it back to us, I want you to accidentally fall down your steps and head first, of course, not back. Well, backwards was good too. So your head bounces off of each step. And then when you hit the bottom,
make sure you
right.
Make sure you always tie your shoes to each other.
Right. That. And then they go, oh, something happened. And then they never blame it on us. But you see it scrolling down there. I know you people see it scrolling.
If you ever miss us live, catch us on our YouTube channel. All the shows are archived there. YouTube.com/C/SavageAF World. When you get there, don't be square.
Wow.
That's what it is.
See this, but that's my finger.
I was like, why are you throwing up a Crip sign? What happened? What is that?
That's my skin.
Okay, yeah. I think we've seen enough. Yeah. No, that's good, dog. Yeah.
That's how savage we are. I ripped my own skin off my finger.
Man, yeah. That's okay. Well, at least you know he's alive, guys. He's living life.
It makes me feel alive.
Yeah. But make sure you subscribe, get notified to our YouTube channel, and you
got to if you click the little bell, guess what'll happen? You'll win the lotto. So show them.
He gets its wings.
Go ahead, show them so they can see they win the lotto.
Oh, I don't know how. What? I just did. I told them to subscribe, get notified.
No, but the little bell thingy.
It just did. We just did the bell. I just did this. I just did that.
That's a little bell?
Yeah, there's a little bell at the end. Yes, and some of you have been kicked off YouTube. I know how you live. So that's why we got you on Facebook as well, because they apparently just don't give a gosh good darn. I'll be cursing in 45 seconds. But when you get there and everywhere, when you see us on the interwebs and the social media, SavageA.F. is us on Facebook. Make sure you give us that good old.
Give us a good old up. If you got the little thumbs, we have. I can't do it like that, but you know what I mean. Also, make sure that you check us out. It's very important that you check us out on this social media app that is making a lot of noise. I've heard a few things about it. I don't know what you had, Pedro, but I've heard some things about it. I've seen it online. Apparently, it's on my phone. I heard it's on your phone too, Pedro. It's called Instagram. Yeah, it's
Yeah.
called Instagram, and
As
yeah,
comedians and
follow
entertainers, we would be nothing without Instagram
without it.
numbers.
So follow
So
at Black Pedro, at Comedian Shang,
that's it.
and make sure you follow us on Threads.
The twin
Threads.
cousin app.
Yep, same shit, different logo.
Toilet.
Um,
Savage AF, man. Fuck your feelings. Facts matter. Black Pedro,
I've been
comedian
threatened
Stan.
already. I've already been threatened.
Today on the show.
Yeah, someone one at a time.
We got Damani Jones in the building. JoJo F. Not to be confused with Wheezy F, baby. Ev Gatlin, Maya Baker. One at a time. What's she saying? What is that? Shang. Oh wow, is that a hood? Shang, you better not let hear that you ate that piece of torn skin later on tonight. Oh god.
What the fuck? No, I threw it over in a little
You
trash.
cannibal.
No, I did not. I did not eat it. I don't do that. I just was I cut myself, and the skin is weird.
That's
Okay, Kuchadamas.
that was Kuchadamas. He said one at a time is his troll account.
Okay, well, Kuchadamas is
I'm like, is that a hood? A KKK hood?
Kuchadamas is the only man that has 2 penises and 2 vaginas. Like he's in the Guinness Book of Records for having 4 private parts. And
Wow.
I heard he had 3 assholes. So
There you go.
yeah, and so I don't know how you do that, but
AJ Fitz says Friday, no drinking Pedro's hand, must be high as giraffe pussy. Yeah. And I went a little hard last night. So I was like, you know what? Let's take a break.
you said you're gonna chill today because of last night.
You know, we're just gonna pull on back.
I
Pull on that.
shot
emergency
heroin
brake.
into my arm.
All
No,
right.
but yo, check this out. I want to let y'all know something. Thank you, everybody that's coming down to the show in Las Vegas. I appreciate y'all. I got 3 more shows in the LA Comedy Club in the Strat Casino tonight at 8 o'clock, tomorrow night at 8 o'clock, Sunday 8 o'clock. And if you want to be on my list, just come to the door. And when you come to the door, just say my name and you'll get in for free. So come to the show. We've had packed houses, obviously, because it's free. So make sure you come out.
Yeah, man, that's what it is, y'all. Get it in, get it in, get it in.
Packed.
Savage AF, man. Fuck your feelings, facts matter.
Oh, Veterans Day.
Yeah, I was just gonna say it's Friday, November 10th. Happy Veterans Day. A salute to all of our servicemen and women out there and retired as well. And veterans of war.
Kuchadamas came right back at me. Said I got 2 vaginas instead of working elbows.
Wow, there you go.
Well, he
That's
came
what it
back
is.
strong. I'll give him that.
Yeah.
We're gonna talk about some wild shit today. I forgot to put. I couldn't put my my Shangri in today. So
well, you'll tell us what it is, I'm sure, and then I'll put it in. But we are gonna end with the Shangri and Shanger.
my Shangri is
Angor.
my Shangri is kick him out. I was
kick him out.
kick him out. I was gonna say, can you say with that and put a fat dick in their mouth? Is that too much?
I'm gonna put 3 dots, and then you can just put. I'm gonna put kick him out, and then you'll fill in the rest when
I'll
when
explain
we get there.
it. It's just there's it's time to.
No, when we get there, you let us
They
know.
don't understand that part.
That's what it is.
That's when you tell people.
Yeah. Before we get into that Shangri, though, I do have a pop-in for you today. And mine is I love me some Tay Tay, the little Taylor Swift. So haters gonna hate.
Oh God!
Oh, them haters
talk
gonna
about
hate.
Taylor Swift. Taylor Swift is the corniest white girl in the history of white girls.
We're not talking about her, but haters gonna hate.
Oh, okay. Anybody that's a fan of Taylor Swift in this feed, you know what? I hope you get skin cankers.
Wow, I don't even quite know what those
Evelyn Gatlin in the building.
Today we have that hard-hitting journalistic question. Motherfuckers say what? A 39-year-old virgin. What?
Hey man,
We'll talk about it. But
I bet you, I bet you, I could snap a pencil.
wow, man. But before we get into that, Savage AF, fuck your feelings, facts matter. You know, we like I said, we talk politics, current events, hot topics, and world issues. And this actually hasn't been a hot topic, but I think in light of um, other conditions in other areas and warlike situations, it is getting some spotlight here, or starting to come into the
A
light,
little bit of
even
spotlight.
though it's been happening for decades. But let's talk about how the Con goes in the Congo.
Okay, you went into crates on this one. I know a little bit, but not a lot. So,
I'm learning myself, but
oh yeah, no, I knew a little bit about that, but
this is why
I also
Savage
didn't know it was
AF,
that many. I didn't
you
know
know
it was
this
a good number.
yeah, no, this is what Savage AF is here for, to talk to our community about what's really going on and how it may affect our lives. But the DRC, the Democratic Republic of Congo, it's about the size of Western Europe, and apparently the largest country in sub-Saharan Africa. Um, and subsequently one of the poorest nations in the world.
Right.
I think the average person lives on like less than $5 a day, kind of thing.
That's what I
Uh,
live on. So I'm not don't know.
yeah, and but ironically, it is one of the richest nations in the world in that it is mineral and natural resource rich. The world's second largest rainforest is in the DRC. They are sitting on the Earth's largest deposits, or known deposits, of cobalt, copper, large deposits of silver and gold as well. A lot of materials that are coveted by not only the tech industry, but by the clean energy industry as well. Like that cobalt, that's what's gonna run my electric car when I get
Right.
one. You know what I
And also
mean?
shale. But the thing is, not shell, shale. The thing is, this has happened before with Japan. It's happened before. In this situation, it's happened before where they basically give a fuck about the people and go after, you know, the rich. Uh,
So,
huh?
so we know that nations, um European, American, Canadian, Australian, have gone into various parts of Africa to not only strip it of human resources, but the
Yeah.
natural resources as well. Um, but what we have here in the Congo is a situation where I believe since 1998, um, about 6 to 12 million. That's a large span, but they're estimating 6 to 12 million have died. Um, 26 million people are starving, and it's basically been this destabilized nation since the mid 90s, going on 25 years or so, or late 90s, where all these rebel factions are constantly warring. Government in chaos, people are not getting resources or any services that they need. In the meantime, in between time, what you've had is all these tech companies coming into the area and displacing people. So they have we're looking at the situation in Gaza, and we're seeing, the crisis that is occurring. And it's
Well,
scaled way up when you get into the Congo. You have like 6 million people displaced in the
but
Congo
do
right
you know
now.
why there's no conversation about it? You know why that? Well, I mean, I just
My brother Shang, let me take one guess.
okay. I don't want to say it again. I do, but I
It,
will.
it must
It's
be.
because they're black.
I I don't know why the blacks are complaining.
The Kafas won't listen.
Before we
No.
got here.
Okay, let me tell you something. Wait, okay. I'm doing this in my hotel, so I'm trying to make sure because the lights broke. Or my lights broke. It's been broke since I've been here, but I ain't got it fixed.
You had that party, didn't you, dog?
Yeah, I had a
from
bunch.
yesterday came back.
I had a bunch of hoes up in here.
Hey, get them, man, get them.
What's up, y'all? What's up, Raina? No, I think that the bottom line is this has happened before, where even if you look at Israel, Israel has gone and displaced black people for areas where there was diamonds, because one of the number one imports from Israel is diamonds, believe it or not. And so this has happened, but not at a scale of this large. People have been displaced and people have been starved out so they would not be in the area where they needed to excavate. But the bottom line is with this is on the same, is a grander scale than anything that happened in the Ukraine and Israel. I mean, in the Gaza Strip, or to the Palestinians combined, at least numbers wise.
Yeah.
And it's all about the money. And that's the same thing that's happening in Israel. It's all about the money. And if you look at the Congo, it's all about the money, man. It's all about the money. You know, I think it's all about the money. I don't know. I mean,
well, you know, speaking of which, though, that, you know, that brings me to
LG
the ultimate sort of paradox with this is that, you know, we, even as Black Americans, would be complicit in this as consumers. When you say it's all about the money, right? Like the computer that I'm on right now, and the phone in my hand, and my car outside, or the electric one that I want to get, or you know what I mean? Even the gold that you wear around your neck, or your rings and your fingers. And
right.
So
it's Africa.
Yeah, you know, a lot of these resources are being pulled, you know, from Africa in these you know, horrible ways, like where the people, the nation is not getting anything from it. You know what I mean?
Do you hear the UN or the anybody internationally news, or Pierce Morgan, or any of these shows really showcasing this, talking about this, other than Savage Jeff? I mean, it's, you know, it's us because we're one of the biggest shows in the history of ever. But I'm just saying, I don't see any of that. The last thing they were talking about in Pierce Morgan that I watched was how big, you know, Britney Spears could be if she just wasn't a hoe.
Wow.
Yeah, that's
never thought about it like that.
Yeah, but then, but so is your one of your favorite singers. You just actually knew the verses to, which I'm a little offended by that by you. I'm honestly.
I didn't even say she's one of my favorite singers.
Yeah, you kind of. I heard you.
No. I'm saying I like her. I don't have a problem with
Well,
it.
I'm just saying, before we
We'll
got
get to
on,
that.
you were singing her song, so I'm just.
Oh, you know it. That's my get ready routine.
And he has a Justin Timberlake poster in his bedroom.
Teen Beat. Me, you, says the Black Congolese people that I know immigrated to America, and they hate Black Americans and are Republican. I'm sure that's not the same for every Congolese person, but it's good to know. I mean, you know, nothing's been bastardized on this planet more than the Black American. You know what I mean? Even more than just like black skin, but like the Black American. So, you know, I experienced, you know, what I'd call shunning from Africans in college. I know what you're talking about, but you know, this is what we're talking about here, though, is because I don't want us to be like, well, they don't like us anyway, so fuck it. No, but we're talking about the you know what I mean?
Is that the show would be like 3 minutes long? You know what? They don't like us, so fuck this little thing you talk about. And
because they're using child labor, you know, they're using child labor, and it's essentially slavery. You know, so as Black people, I feel like we should just care about that in general, and then you know, we can worry about debunking stereotypes after that. But we got to stick together, man.
But see, but the thing is, black Africans don't see black Americans as black, and definitely don't see them as African. They see them as almost like a sub. I don't even know how
I
to
mean,
put it.
I wouldn't say Africans. You know what I mean?
Not
You
all
gotta like,
Africans.
you
Not
know,
all Africans. I'm
there's
saying,
like I said, nothing has been
but
bastardized
a lot
more
of people that
than
are
Black
African, a
Americans.
lot of Africans do. A lot of African people don't see us, and some of the reasons when I've talked to some of them, they're saying because we don't live up to our status. We don't. We got all of these things that we could do, and they're living there eating grubs, and we don't take advantage of our power.
Yeah,
So
they don't
that's
know
what
what
I
the fuck
heard.
they're talking about. We know that though. We know that obviously. I mean, everybody thinks that about Black people around the world. You know what I mean? It's not just the Africans, right? Obviously, Europeans and Spanish people and Latin people think a lot. It's our global stereotype that we some dumb, lazy, porch monkey ass motherfuckers, right? That's
Well, no, wow.
and not everybody thinks that, but like that's the stereotype. So, you know, like I said, we can worry about debunking that later. But what we are looking at is
Death and starvation.
modern day slavery that we as just as Americans who are consuming these products are participating in.
A lot of people in the theater are mirroring that.
Miyu says sorry, but that was the first thing that popped into their head. Fuck them people. Okay.
And JoJo says not all, but many Africans do not care for African Americans.
Say it again.
JoJo F. If you look at what
see.
she said, it's below.
Not all, but many Africans do not care.
So, but we still got to care from a humanitarian standpoint. The amount of deaths, the amount of starvation, the all for some fucking, you know,
I don't, you know,
all for some brass. It's like, yo, there got to be a better balance to get all of these fucking things we need to make computers and phones and stuff, and not leave out the humanitarian side of it.
The companies need to be responsible and like,
right. That's what I'm saying.
But you know, but like
ultimately at blame.
But they, you know, governments operate to keep areas like this destabilized, so just so that they can come in, corporations can come in, governments can come in and extract the resources they need. But you know, the responsible thing to do, it just doesn't make sense that one of the richest countries in the world in terms of natural resources is one of the poorest countries in the world.
Yeah, but what I'm saying
like,
is
that just doesn't make sense.
We can't just hold people in Congo, you know, feet to the fire. We got to hold the companies' feet to the fire, because there is a way to do it. If you look at when the iPhone was being made and there was people killing themselves and jumping out of windows over in the Asian market, they you know, they went in and they addressed it. The companies addressed it, even though Apple still is on some old, you know, third world shit. And a lot of these phone makers are like that. But the bottom line is they did kind of address it and try to fix the problem. How do they fix the problem in the Congo? Is by having these multi-billion-dollar companies pay a little bit more attention to the balance of, okay, we need this cobalt, we need this for our product, but how can we help the people while we do that? Does that make sense what I'm saying? There's got to be a balance, or make it better. It's happened in Brazil with some companies where the company changed up their policies and made it better for them, gave them really clean housing, better food. So, okay, we want you to work for us hard, but we're going to reward you with these things. Not necessarily just financially, Pedro, but like just, hey, here's a nice place to stay. Thank you for all your work. Here's a nice place to stay. Here's better food for you in that area, and we'll make sure. But we still want you to work your ass off. But here's this. And so that's what I think they should do in the Congo, because they got billions and billions and billions and billions of dollars.
I believe Congo's natural resource assets are valued at $24 trillion. Miyu says, but how can we stand for them when they do not stand for us? See, this is what I worry about when we get into this. when we get into this space of, because it's like, all right, there's the stereotype that blacks are lazy in America, right? And then, you know, I think it's a stereotype, a broad stereotype, that Africans don't like us, right? Like, I really doubt that it's as high a number as we think it is, right? A, and
Right.
B, how could we not stand? I'm telling you that there is modern day slavery going on of Africans, and if you black in America, I don't know how you could be all right with that. I mean, fuck it.
I'm not. No.
Some of them might have dissed us in fucking college or
Yeah.
whatever, and ignored you and didn't want to be associated. Okay, okay. But some of my homies didn't. One of my homies from Africa, one of my best friends from college is from. I stayed with his family and eating all their food up, and all kind of shit. Like, it's like family, man. So like it's not all like that, right? Like it's not everybody, right? So
Oh
let's not get
no,
into
it's
that
not. It's
mindset.
not.
But it's like, how can we allow slavery to occur? Like, right? How
We
can we
wouldn't
sit
allow that
by?
shit. Like if the shit was happening in America at that grand of a scale, will we let that shit happen? Will we be like, oh, that's cool? 2 blocks down from me, there's people starving and living for eating grubs. I mean, grubs, the little grubs that, like, I mean, would you stand for that if it was 2 blocks from your house? No, not you wouldn't, not here. But because it's the Congo, because it's Africa, because you have that perception that they just don't like us. Ukrainians don't like us. People, you know what? I'm keep it real. That there, I just saw a thing about that.
Well, that's not surprising. It's a white
People in
European nation.
Israel and people in Palestine are racist as fuck.
I mean, yeah, no. I mean, I think.
But we're still giving them billions and $10 billion, and we still send over help, and we still do all of that. People in the
Well,
Ukraine were
that's
not,
different.
when they were taking people out into the trains, they wouldn't let some black people get on the trains. Why? Because you're black. That was it. So, but we're sending what, $10 billion to them, but you can't fix shit here. You can't help the people in the Congo, or at least match with the companies and go, hey, we'll give you this. You match the money. Let's go down there and make it a better environment for them to still work their ass off for us, but make it a little bit more safe, a little bit more comfortable, something. That's what I'm saying.
Not a little bit, like like
No, they're not. I don't know if
they're
they're
horrid,
drastically.
they're inhumane conditions
Yeah,
happening.
well, obviously, yeah, change that. But I mean, I literally read about it about 2 months ago, that what was happening with the iPhone, and the people were making it and making them working like 24/7 around the clock, and people were fucking killing themselves. People were killing themselves
And
because
Raina said she'd never buy an iPhone, but you got to understand this is also an industry-wide issue, right? Like, maybe Apple's practices were egregious, but industry-wide, all your Android phones and all that, they're gonna have the same gold conductors in there for their chips and all of that. They all need the same materials.
okay,
So
Jojo
that's
said
part of the
it's not
problem.
we giving Ukraine funds.
Yeah,
America
I
is
agree with
giving
that.
Ukraine.
America is. It's not black people.
It,
Right.
a lot of the shit you see going on, it ain't black people. A lot of shit is going on.
Maya Baker is adding me you. Ghana opened its arms to us along with Nigeria and South Africa. And so yes, I'd like to keep us out of that space of Africans don't like black people.
But
It's
it's
like
going to keep coming back around. People
there
keep
are
saying it
stereotypes, but
because
yeah.
it's such a strong stereotype, and it's such a strong thing because somebody dissed you that was African one time, and now. But I mean, I feel that way more with white people. I feel like with white people, I think white people have consistently shown their ass pertaining to racism towards us and trying to hinder us from moving forward. So, but I don't know if people in the Congo or Africa or we're condoning modern day slavery. I don't think that that's the same.
Yeah.
I still got a problem with the percentage of white people that still feel like we shouldn't have rights, and the fact that lynching laws were still on the books, which is insane to me, at least. That, I mean, I didn't know that. Pedro told me that yo, there's still places where there was lynching, like you could still lynch a motherfucker.
Hey man, it's good old America for you. LG says, Pedro, many of the African American men I have met here really do not like us. Not all, but lots. Hey, LG, I'm not saying it's not a phenomenon that occurs. I acknowledge that I've experienced it in college. I saw it. We two black people walking towards each other. The African cats looking off into the stars, like doing everything they can to avoid. Would just never
I
hung
don't
out
want to
with,
look at you, Black Pedro.
never hung
Your
out
name
in the
should
black
not even be
community.
Black
Like we
Pedro.
get it. Like I get it, but I I don't want to be in a space where it's like that's all. That's how all of them feel. So therefore, we shouldn't help. Miyu explains a little bit more. I guess I'm tired of trying to help everybody else, and they don't reciprocate. Us black people need to help other black people in America. Once we stand in solidarity for each other, then they'll be interested in helping others. Um,
I
hey,
can't really argue with that.
I mean, I'm a walk and chew gum kind of guy. Like, I believe that we here
Well, I'm a
is.
walk and play ping pong kind of guy,
That
and
sounds
I can still.
difficult, actually. But I believe that we can unite in solidarity here, for the most part, as black people in America, while pushing for our brothers and sisters around the planet,
Right. I know.
especially in
I agree with you.
what we would recognize to be
But
the
a lot of
motherland.
people
You know what I
still
mean?
have Pedro. I hear you, but a lot of people still have that stuck in their head. Look what LG said right there. If you are black,
If you're black and live in
live in
Israel,
Israel.
they are good with it. Call yourself a Jew, however, they are not so receptive. They refer to themselves as Jewish. Ish means to be like something. I'm just saying. Okay. You done got off into some other shit now.
Yeah, I didn't. But my thing is people that have that mentality, black people that have that mentality in America because they've had some kind of bad shit or bad thing happen pertaining to African people. It's just that's not the fucking point. The point is the humanitarian side of it, and they're black. And would you stand for that shit if that was your fam in Congo dealing with these inhumane fucking treatment? That's what I'm asking. Not, yo, some dude named Takambu treated you bad at a store because he's like, don't come in my store. I mean, that's to you're to
That's
think
a
like,
small set.
yeah, to think that situation applies to every motherfucker is just wrong.
Treehead said Africans and black Americans used to stay fighting on my bus. If I were you, I would have caught the next bus then. You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying?
I
What
mean,
the hell
why?
you doing, girl?
Pedro, they're not gonna let it go.
Shit.
You see,
Nah.
we just said that you can't blanket it. I still
So fuck Congo? That's
yeah,
what my niggas are saying
basically
here. Say
it's
what,
like,
nigga,
hey,
put it in the feed then. If that's how y'all feel, if Africans have treated y'all so poorly,
put it in the feed.
put it in the feed, y'all. Put it in the comments. I want y'all to say fuck Congo, nigga. All
And wait,
caps.
what?
Put your
Fuck
caps
Congo.
lock on 3 exclamation points if you feel
Take it
like
more.
that.
Take it
God
to another
damn.
level. Fuck
See what I
Congo,
tried to do? I'm like, we gotta
and then
help
a
our
coochie
brothers
dominance.
and sisters in Africa. And they're like, man, fuck them niggas. They stank. African booty
Why
scratchers.
don't y'all wear deodorant?
Come on, man.
Listen,
If y'all want to.
listen. You can't. And if you're gonna say fuck Congo, while you're at it, say fuck the 6 million people that are starving
Displaced the children
and
and the poor.
displaced. Fuck the people that
Half their
all of the deaths.
population is under the age of 16.
Right, and all of the deaths. I just feel like you can't do that. The reason but then I got to check myself because I do that with white people. But I've seen more of across the board shit that has hindered us from white people and a consistent racism and a consistent bias and consistent shit where they're trying to make sure that we don't come up than I have ever seen from any African person that is from Africa. I've never seen them systematically try to downtrod us, whereas and I have seen it consistently from white people. Now, not all white people, but a percentage of white people that are frighteningly racist. If you look at the white nationalist groups that are actually growing, by the way, I just saw a poll on it. There's more of them. There's more white Christian nationalists, which are basically racist people decided to wear ties instead of hoods.
Yeah, and use the Bible as their
What does it say?
Reference point. Maya Baker says the only time I had dealings with an African was in college. He was trying to holler but didn't wear deodorant. Dude was right. Well, girl, just get the man a stick a degree, and y'all could have been happy, girl. You missed out on love just because.
All you had to do is hand him some secret.
Just don't tell nobody. Oh, look, see, we got our first one. Look at me, you. She said, "Fuck Congo," with some parenthetics there. Until they stand with Black Americans. I mean, in a country where
Kuchadamas is
6
just
million, wait, okay, so in a country where 6 million people are displaced, where the population is 100 million, half of them don't have water, half of them are under the age of 16. What position are they in to help us?
I don't know what that fucking meant.
Like
But
we're the ones buying the phones and the electric car. Y'all got Teslas and shit, all that shit. Like, you know what I mean?
all
Like
that shit.
we're the ones fueling it.
Hold up, and
How do they have
computers.
the power to help us?
People forget computers too. Computers too. Don't get it twisted.
Be-
But listen,
yeah,
Kuchadamas, of course, fresh off the boat Africans are the real problem. Bubblehead motherfuckers.
come on, man. Come on, man. You
I've never
you
understood.
can't have a KKK icon there and say that, Coach.
You
Come on,
can't
man.
say that. I want to
That
know
just don't look like-
where did African booty scratcher come from? Don't everybody scratch their booty? I've scratched my booty. I think that Pedro has scratched his booty. I'm sure Kuchadamas has scratched his booty. I'm sure he scratches other people's booties too. But that's his own personal thing. And that's everybody has a hobby. That's his shit.
Scratch what you got. It's
But
yours.
I mean,
Jojo says we're not saying fuck Congo, but what actions do you suggest now? A great policy maker. I am not.
I have a suggestion, but go ahead.
Well,
I
I
have
mean,
a suggestion.
first of all, let's get aware of what's going on there, right? Like awareness is the first step. After that, I mean, it'd be like political action to lean on our government to step in and do something about it, or other agencies like trying to organize around some effort to change the conditions there.
But you know what?
These are it's big shit to do. I'm not saying like
right. It's a difficult task, but if you know what, if you look at what happened with Nike when Nike was acting funny style, and they were acting funny style. We have to get aware of the companies that use this shit, and to get where they'll get the cobalt and all this stuff, and then we go after them by posting about them, by posting what they're doing, and pressure them. I think we need to pressure those companies once we find out those companies that are the main culprits. And then once we pressure them with media campaigns, with political campaigns, where you pressure them, that's the way you go about it. So they look in, so that you got to embarrass them. Unfortunately, sometimes you got to embarrass people. There was like, even though I think the NFL, even though I still I've leaned back to not watching it now, and I know Pedro's watching it, but he's watching just his team. So
I'm just watching my Lions. So.
It's just the Lions, which, but I'm saying the bottom line is the pressure from the media and the pressure from some of the players and whatever else changed not a lot, some of the narrative.
Tree is on fire today, girl. What you smoking on? She said, I scratch it in the shower with a wash rag. There you go. That's a good time.
You ain't never scratch your booty with your fingers.
I mean,
inside,
not bare finger to butt.
I mean your butt meat. Like you ain't never scratched your butt meat. I've scratched my butt meat.
Yeah.
This is a weird thing to say.
It's just skin. The cheek.
The cheek. My butt meat. Yeah, the butt meat. The
Treehead is of Congolese ancestry. So maybe
that's why you do
LG.
that.
Maybe that's another reason to give a fuck. You might.
Pedro, for the record, my.
Kuchidama said his avatar is the Black Klansman movie poster. I'm just saying, on first glance, it don't look right.
It looks like flat out Klansman. You cuck. You stupid.
You don't know the black part.
But no, I saw that movie and it was okay. I don't know if you've seen that movie, Pedro. It's all right.
Yeah.
Was it based on a real life?
Yeah. It's a true story.
Okay. Wow. But no, okay. So JoJo said that's the homework for next show. Educate us on the violators. No, I'm telling
I figured
you,
that
but
out.
you have to go after the companies. I've seen a couple different people do this, and that's why when they say the Asian community, we don't see. They do a lot of covert shit because they're like, "Yo, this specific company's fucking us over." They will lobby to that company to the point where it pressures them to go, "We got to make changes, or we're going to lose a huge block of our money." Congo, the businesses that the $1 trillion business or $1 billion businesses, whatever, that deal with the Congo, we find them and you expose them. Because I bet you, I don't know, I know two, but I'm sure there's tons of them.
And like I said earlier, they're going to be industry wide problems, right? So yeah, it's most likely, I'm guessing, going to be bigger than a company, but more about how entire industries like the mining industry operates. You know what I mean? And being backed up by, you know, the tech companies that need the minerals and, you know, to be refined and blah blah blah. So it's going to be a big global fuckery mess. You know what I'm saying?
Oh,
Speaking of fuckery, LG
Jojo
says
asked one of the companies that is behind it. What's the guy that owns Virgin
Branson.
Branson? He's got a company that does business down there.
Yeah, LG says crack, Tuskegee, all were designed to harm us. We can relate to oppression, hatred, and fuckery. So, you know, another reason I believe to empathize with our African brothers and sisters. All right, man. Let's
We're gonna move on.
we
We're gonna move on. But I just want to say,
keep pushing.
yo,
All right.
everybody in the feed, do some of the research. There's definitely company. I know two of them because I saw it on one of the articles that they were saying they were trying to, you know, shine light on the shit. But do some of the research to find out those companies. Maybe we can start posting on social media. Other shit has caught on fire through social media, so why not? You know, look what happened in Egypt. Egypt was like, yo, let's take it to the street. Let's use Facebook. Let's use millions of people to get the word out. Maybe that's the way we can do it. So, okay, we'll move on. But that's where I see my head is like expose them. And then sometimes politicians, when you see the exposure, you know, they change their mind a little bit.
Yeah.
And I always say a little bit, Pedro, because they're not going to do a lot. Too much money.
We'll see. But now we know. You know, at least I'm more aware that there's this a crisis like that on that scale there, and we move forward with that. Knowledge is power, y'all. This next one, when I heard about this, I definitely out loud. Nobody was here to hear me.
Nobody heard you?
But when I said it, I said,
motherfucker say what? Yeah. Motherfucker say what? Say yeah, yeah, yeah.
Yvonne Orgy. Guys, are we up on it? She's
Her last name is say what again?
Orgy.
Orgy, like orgy?
Yvonne Orgy.
Like an orgy, like a bunch of butt naked people.
Comedian, actress.
Fucking.
Comedian, actress.
Orgy. You sure you saying it right?
Orgy. ORJI. I'll try and pull up her picture.
Orgy?
But, it's Orgy. Yvonne Orgy. I'm discovering she's opening up about being, well, not quite opening, but he's talking about her experience as in life as a 39-year-old virgin. Yeah. Let me go ahead and
Pedro,
sorry, I'm gonna go ahead and
wanted to say
share my
there's
screen.
some stuff I didn't want to talk to you about, but I'm gonna say it on here. I'm a virgin, and I've been a virgin for a long time.
All right, so there's Yvonne Orgy. Y'all see her, right? This is not a goat mouth, you know, bootleg face.
No, she looked like my ex-wife.
She's an attractive woman.
Yeah.
I'll admit, I don't even know why I I didn't even do any research into why or what she actually said about it. I'm just stuck on the fact that it has occurred. I don't care what the reasons are. I'm going to go ahead and say this shit is motherfucking ridiculous.
No, that's
Unless you
not.
have,
Come on, man.
unless you have some kind of, and this is the only thing, because mental health is important. Unless there is some kind of psychological condition that is preventing her from having sex. If that's the reason, then I will absolutely respect that, because again, mental
I
health
don't.
above all
No,
else.
okay.
But if you're telling me that this shit is because religion, or you can't be waiting for the right one, that shit is stupid. Okay, that shit is
Or
fucking
Pedro, how bad does her
dumb.
coochie
There is no
stink?
reason to wait. No
How
39
bad
goddamn years.
does her coochie stink that nobody wanted to fuck her? How bad does your pussy have to smell?
I'm not. I mean, I doubt if it's. I mean, because
I
you
know.
can get around that, right? You know what I'm saying? Like, I just again, other than some mental condition, I don't get. I'm not impressed.
I'm not. Well, see,
Oh,
LG
that is so
39 and
worthless,
never. 39 and never. Smart girl. Treehead says maybe she's asexual.
Yeah,
Maybe.
and that's the other thing. It's the last name Orgy. You know what I'm saying? Like, come on, man. You gotta live up to the name. You know what I'm saying? But and if it's sexual, for me, I guess that would fall under like just kind of like I don't mean mental condition or whatever, but I just mean like, okay, that's a personality trait. You know what I mean? Like, I'm not. I get that. That if it's asexuality or some other kind of phobia or something like that, I do not mean to make fun of that.
Maybe hold up, Pedro. Maybe she's
this shit is religious. This shit is
no. She's afraid of dicks. She's afraid of dicks. And there's a.
But you could. I mean, if you say virgin, I would say you never had sex with a woman either. Like you've just never had sex with another person, right? So like. I don't know. It's like,
wow, JoJo went in heavy. Look what JoJo said.
I'm trying to pull up an article now to see what she said about it. What
JoJo
did JoJo
said? Put it what JoJo said. Oh my God.
Oh my God, really? Come on, let's not be hypocrites. That's her choice.
Yeah. Is it? But why can't we just say it's a dumb choice?
I'm not saying. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I just don't respect it. That's all I'm saying.
Yeah,
JoJo.
but they want us to respect it. Like, hey, sister, you hold on tight. No, cornball.
I don't even know if that's the movement, but yeah, it's just like
it's just come on, stop being corny.
At least she's not a hoe. I mean, at least she's not a hoe. I'm not saying why we gotta go so extreme.
Why like go from,
you're 39 and you've never had sex with another person?
Yeah,
like,
from virgin.
I don't know, man.
Why does it have to be virgin to hoe? Why does it have to go
like there's a whole movie, The 40-Year-Old Virgin. Like it's a funny concept because it's really not supposed to happen. Like I don't know. I'm gonna look at this article.
Hey, Pedro. When was your cherry pop? What age were you? Huh?
I was 16.
That's Jesus Christ, man. That's old. No, okay.
Yeah, I mean, you know.
Hey, I'm gonna tell you how old I was.
Average time.
I was 21. No, I wasn't. I was younger than that. I was younger than that. Pedro beat me by a year.
Okay, there you
go.
I
was 16. No, yes, I forgot about Sue Alexander. That's right, Sue Alexander. Yeah, hey, hi, Sue.
I don't.
She was 33. Yeah, buddy. She said.
Oh, yeah. See, okay, never mind.
What was the reason?
I'm sorry. I just skimmed this article. It's coming from BET.com. BET.com. Yvonne Orji recently revealed that she is a virgin, and it seems that our girl is about to break, but her faith is keeping her strong. Back in 2017, this is old news. She must be, what? No way. She says back in 2017. Oh, no, but this was just written.
Wait a minute.
Okay, so
wait a minute.
It says back in 2017, the Insecure alum revealed she was saving herself for marriage. And today that declaration stands. Okay, so she's been on this for a while. She's saving herself from marriage. So now that I've actually understand the situation a bit better, I feel much more comfortable saying
Okay.
that shit is stupid.
Okay.
Okay,
Well,
that shit is fucking dumb. And yeah, I'm an atheist, blah, blah, blah. Everybody have your faith or whatever. But 39, you waiting for
stop it,
marriage?
Pedro. Pedro, stop it. Stop it, Pedro. Pedro, stop it. That's her choice. Pedro, stop it. And by the way, Treehead, it was Treehead. It wasn't. It wasn't rape. Grape. It wasn't grape. With me, it was not grape. I was a willing participant, and she was 33 and I was 16. But she liked the fact I had a mustache and I looked like a grown man.
Yeah, she dumb Treehead. Listen, this will not stand for me. Okay, I do
Pedro,
not respect.
You're wrong, Pedro, because that's her choice, and that's her.
She's 39 and waiting, saving herself for marriage.
That's because God. Listen to me, Pedro. Can you guys believe this fucking guy, Pedro?
No.
You're out of line. You're out of line. Everybody, you know what?
No.
You know what? God told her to wait, Pedro.
Oh God.
You're supposed to wait till you're married to share your flower. God told her to wait.
Oh my God.
I'm just saying, Pedro, she's 39. She's older than that now. So once she meets the right man,
I don't know what God said. I'm sure God has sent you at least one decent dick that you could have snuck one in. Fuck somebody and then go repent. Like, be like, oh, my bad. And you'll still get in, like, dog.
Hold
chill.
up. Jojo, read what Jojo said. Just because she's a virgin don't mean she's pleasing herself.
Not pleasing herself.
There's a lot of bad dick out there.
I get it. But
it ain't that bad, Jojo.
She don't know. She don't know what bad dick is.
She don't know what bad, good, in between dick is. But you know what? It's her reasoning. Right, it's one, she hasn't, and secondly, it's her reasoning that she's waiting for the right man to come along. What if that right man comes along? And I just been answering a bunch of this shit on my IG, and they get together, and she realized she don't like the shit, but she married this motherfucker, and now you stuck with moderate dick and a person you don't like.
What if she married
sexually compatible with because you haven't explored any kind of thing about your sexuality? So,
Tria says she gives her vagina to Jesus. Oh my God.
That's why people yell Jesus, right? I don't. Yeah, you're laughing at her, man, and I'm trying to see her side of it, and I can't do it. I can't see her side. I'm trying to see a side of it, but goddamn it, bitch, you got me. I just can't see the side of it. I can't see her side. I think that a lot of religious people probably.
What if she never gets married, dog?
Yeah. What if somebody goes, "I don't want you, you virgin"?
I mean, like, what if she never gets married? Like,
then she'll never have none.
Most marriages fail. Like, what are you doing? What are you doing? Fuck somebody. Are you?
Wait. See, I'm getting attacked, and you ain't. LG, you saying I'm being what?
Facetious as fuck.
I am not being facetious. Okay. I think that Pedro's out of line, and I think that if you want to save your pussy,
you're out of line.
You should be, because God wouldn't want you to fuck.
Come on, guys. Sorry, I'm watching the Michigan game in the background. Basketball season, y'all. But yeah, sorry. I guess part of me was hoping that maybe she has some kind of phobia.
And she's not a bad looking chick. She's not a bad looking chick. I swear she looks like my ex-wife. My ex-wife, she looks like her. She got the same look, the face, the smile, brown skin. My ex-wife had a body that wouldn't fucking stop. And let me tell you something. I know that you hear these things, but we fucked like rabbits, all right? We were together and we fucked. I love that. But she's my ex-wife. She also fucked other people. That's why it didn't work out. Bada boom.
Yep, that wasn't part of the deal. Treehead says she's 40. The chances of marriage are low. I mean,
she's famous. She's famous. Semi-famous. Her stand-up is horrible. But aside from that, maybe that's why she can't get no dick, because her stand-up is horrible.
She's not doing dick, huh?
Like, people watch her show. And
Now, I mean, and I
wouldn't want to fuck her.
I just, and I guess the other thing that I find frustrating, and to be quite honest, a bit selfish, would be that a lot of people on this planet, man, don't get to experience intimacy. They do have intimacy issues. Some of them, to be honest, are just ugly as fuck. Right?
Oh, that's messed up, man. That's messed up.
No, I mean, come on, man. Some people, it's just, there's a lot of people in this. There's a lot of people out there who just aren't having sex, like aren't able to hook up with other
like
people.
This guy.
And so to be a fit, beautiful woman like this, who's just like holding your vagina hostage. I mean, babe, like let the butterfly go. You go kill it.
I don't think it's holding the coochie hostage. I think that's a little extreme, Pedro. And
part of the article said, one of the quotes from the article said, she says, there is a lot of pent up energy in me. So
yeah, but by the time you can fuck, your hip won't work.
Hey man, that shit's going, man. Them cabinets could be dusty by the time somebody pops that.
Yeah, I don't want no haunted mansion.
So no, man. I want to throw this one out there I just want to throw this one out there. It's a motherfucker say what to me.
Oh, Raina's
it's a silly topic.
Raina has not had sex because she's waiting for me.
Oh, I see.
Well, let me help you get through that hurdle.
Go and knock the dust off that.
Poof, poof, poof. That's the sound it make. Like dust just getting poof, poof, poof. No.
Yeah. All right, man. So here we go, y'all. Savage AF. Fuck your feelings. Facts matter. We're gonna keep it pushing, man. It's my time to shine. I'm gonna give it to you. Just like that.
Hey. It's your boy Black Pedro popping in. Hey. With another poppin' to let you know what's poppin'.
Hey, I actually did a pop-in for y'all. It's your boy Black Pedro with another pop-in to let you know what's popping. Ha! The haters gonna hate. It's announced today that the Big Ten, ahead of any full conclusions surrounding allegations about the Michigan football program, the Big Ten today announced that the University of Michigan Wolverine, Jim Harbaugh, will not be allowed on the sideline for the next 3 games, the last 3 games of the season, which are our most important games of the year. We're playing our first ranked opponent tomorrow, Penn State.
Ooh, too bad old rival
at Penn State. And they're trying to take. Now the allegations are that the University of Michigan had a paid staff member that was going around essentially scouting and using his iPhone to videotape opponents ahead of the schedule, which would be an NCAA violation. It's like you're telling me I can't go scout a team that I'm going to play later on in the year. It just doesn't make sense. It also is done by every fucking body. Like there's other evidence out there that other schools were doing it to Michigan. So, ultimately I think the problem is with the rule because it's scouting, bro.
Wow.
Michigan has been accused of stealing signs, which, for those who don't understand the game, if they're signaling in a different play and personnel and you know what those signals mean and what's coming up, you could game plan and respond accordingly, and it could give you some advantage. But it doesn't explain Michigan's dominance over the past 3 years. Like that's just not a part of football. Like that's just physicality, bro. They've just been better. So yeah, it's a stupid rule, and everybody's doing it. So it really just feels like some haterisms right now. When it's a critical part of Michigan's season, they want to slap Harbaugh. By the way, the school, University of Michigan itself, already suspended Harbaugh for the first 3 games of the season, because and that's around some. I think he bought a potential recruit a hamburger or some shit.
Right.
Them dumb rules, though. But it's not like he's funneling money and Porsches and cocaine to minors. Yeah, JoJo, sounds like Brady Gate. It's just a lot of hate shit, man. Come on.
Well, Pedro, is there any validity to it?
They're the best team in the nation right now, bro.
But it looks a little suspect to people that don't understand that everybody else does it. It looks suspect to people.
I get it, and I don't even think.
I'm just saying.
So, and it could have been happening without Jim Harbaugh knowing, but he's the head coach, so it's going to fall on him. And I don't think it's being disputed that it happened. It's just like, what the fuck are we talking here, guys? What are we talking about? Studying film. That's it. So I don't know, man.
Well,
I know I will be up for that 9 a.m. game tomorrow at State College. What do they call it? Happy Valley. We're going on the road against number 10, and we're ranked number 3. And yeah.
Well,
I really do believe that Michigan is going to put their entire foot in Penn State's ass. Yeah, go ahead.
I hope that your team wins.
Oh, they're going to win.
Number one.
It's fired up now.
But they got to be fired up because Penn State is no joke.
I watched Penn State, Ohio State. I watched that game. And what I came away from that game with was that both teams have really, really good defenses. But Penn State's offense against a really good defense sucked dick. And Ohio State was.
But what? See that
Ohio State found ways to make against a really good defense.
Okay, but what wins games?
Defense does.
But then you just gave them props. You just said they have great defense.
And okay, yeah. We have the number 1 defense. They have the number 2 defense. What I said was their offense sucks against a great defense. Is going to suck dick tomorrow. We are the only 2 schools in the nation that have not been scored on in the 3rd quarter. Somebody is going to break tomorrow. It is going to be them. And I'm telling you, these kids are going to be pissed off, fired up, and they're going to want to do it for their coach.
Okay.
And they're just better. They're just faster and better and bigger.
If Pedro is
go blue,
sad because they got their ass mud stomped.
It's not even about to happen.
I'm just saying. I'm putting it out there.
And my Lions are coming to LA on Sunday.
Okay, listen.
What,
Detroit guy?
Chargers? Y'all want some?
They're gonna kill legit Chargers.
Y'all want some?
I'm not talking about the Lions.
Blue.
No, you keep talking about don't talk about the Lions. Don't even bring them up.
This whole weekend.
I know, but you can't bring them up. You can't bring them up. You know why you can't bring them up? Because we're talking about college football, and college football wise, I'm hoping that your team wins, but do not sleep on Penn State. That's all. And that's it.
Their offense is whack.
Okay.
Michigan's defense is better.
Now, if they win, then what you gonna say?
I saw it.
Coach Adamas said to go there. I didn't go there.
Okay. Now Coach Adamas is going back a smooth 2.5-3 years now.
No, that wasn't 2.5 years ago.
That was.
No, it wasn't.
It was the 2021 season. That was the Chicken playoff. It was in 2021.
Well,
we were in San Diego for the New Year's Eve. It was a New Year's Eve game. Okay, brother. I know my shit. So that's 2 years ago, bro. I mean, I don't trust no nigga I don't trust niggas that wear KKK hoods, anyways.
Okay, that's true too. All right, but I'm just saying. I know you like your teams. I'm not gonna watch NFL no more. I fluctuated back because on some other fuckery I felt that they did, but an additional fuckery to their already racist fuckery. So
I see you, LG, out there in Big Ten country.
not because the NFL, the black players that got into domestic disputes, they punished them to the hilt. I don't know if you heard this, but the white players that threw their wives through fucking plate glass windows, that beat them up at a family reunion, took her in the house and beat her up. None of them were punished to the full weight of the NFL. But the black players, I'm not excusing the black players that had domestic disputes, because you ain't supposed to beat your wife up or your woman, none of that shit. You're supposed to walk the fuck away and say, "Look, bitch, I'm out." And that's it. You don't turn around and you don't
say with love, "Look, bitch."
Yeah, right. You don't turn around and choke slam them. You just don't. Yeah. But the white players that have done it, there was 3 white players, 2 defensive players, 1 offensive player that was white. And for some reason, they got brushed under the rug. And that means the NFL knew the shit. So they are harder on the black players pertaining to shit like that. But they're not hard on the white players that did the exact same thing. The husband, I'll find the dude's name, because when I saw it, I was like, wow, choke slammed his wife.
Ooh, that's not cool.
The other one threw his wife through plate glass window, and the other one beat up his girlfriend at a family reunion in the house. So
if y'all want to see players, if y'all want to see it, big noon Saturday on Fox tomorrow. Michigan will be the domestic abuser, and they will throw Penn State through a plate glass window.
How did
that
you?
Will happen.
Wait a minute.
That will happen.
You had the nerve to put domestic abuser into it after I just talked about domestic abuse. This show is
they about to break into the house.
Just letting you know.
And Penn State loves abusers.
I want to see. Let's see what happens, yo. Savage AF. I'm gonna let y'all know something. If you subscribe to the channel, guess what? You will obviously be the smartest person on your block. Like everybody else is gonna be dumb as a bag of hammers, but you. If you subscribe to the channel, which you see is scrolling down there right now, you will be the most brilliant person on your block. Light will shine around your head when you walk down the street if you subscribe to Savage AF. And when you go to our YouTube channel, show them what they do. Pedro, show them what they got to do. Right. Make sure you click the bell. Once you click the bell, you know what I'm saying? Don't click the bell. If you believe in this shit, go to hell. Now, make sure you subscribe to the channel. Make sure you subscribe to us on SavageA.F. That is on the Facebook, MetaFace, or a MetaFace, whatever.
A.F.
And also, social media wise, you already know what you got to do. And if you know what you got to do, then why am I telling you shit that you know you need to do? Accept accountability and responsibility for the shit you need to do. And that is follow us on Instagram at Black Pedro and at Comedian Shang, and on Threads. Make sure you do that. Oh, okay. Have a great weekend,
Frederick Douglass.
LG. Mine is gonna be quick. My Shangry is quick. It's easy, and yeah, we'll just.
It's for the whole family.
Yes. My Shangry is basically when I say kick them out with a fat dick in their mouth. I think that was from some rap song. I'm not sure. But when I say kick them out, the Republicans are elevating the most dumb motherfuckers in the planet to their top tier. The Boberts, the Marjorie Gorilla Green, the what is his name? Buttermelt. Happy Melt. No, Butterfinger. The one that's blocking all the stuff for the military.
Oh, Tupperville.
Tupper butt.
Tupperware.
Is it Tupperware? Well, him, right? All of these people are the top.
Teletubby.
Yes, we can keep going with that. Fubber Tupple. all of these people that the Republicans say are their top tier people are not their top tier people, because they're the dumbest motherfuckers on the planet. They don't give a fuck about anything but power. They don't give a shit about regular common man. They don't give a shit about policy. And I'm gonna give this to DL. DL did say something I thought I've been thinking all the time. I've said it to people. What are their fucking policies? What is the policies that the Republicans are running on? What is the thing that you go, that sounds good to me?
Racism.
Can't think of none because they ain't got none.
Racism.
Visic or Vivigic or Vivagada or Revision or whatever, Viacom, whatever his name is. He was the one that got some of the highest votes in the debate, and all he said was nothing, whole bunch of nothing. So they don't give a fuck about no reality and none of that shit. So any of you people out there that are wondering why the Republican Party could still be in this, it shows how, feckless the fucking Democrats are, and how weak of a fucking candidate Biden is. But the bottom line is, and Pedro, you know this. I don't like a lot of these motherfuckers. If the Democrats don't step up and start being gangster with their shit, we're gonna take a huge L in 2024. A huge L. I know we've been winning up to this point, but the Republicans are already mobilizing like crazy because of the loss. It's putting a fire under their ass, and now they're gonna start really cheating. They super duper charge cheating. So they're not going to kick them out, period. They got to go. We got to beat them by record numbers this time to shut them the fuck up. Because the MAGA wing, other than the new insurrection that's coming, which I'm glad that Pedro lives nearby, because we can, at least he can't shoot 3 guns at the same time. So he's going to have to toss me one.
I'm actually working on that.
Well, I mean, I've seen you could do 2 maybe, but not 3. So you toss me one, I'll pop them, and that's what I'll pop them, because right now, that's where we're headed. That's all I had to say. I'm done.
That's what it is, y'all. That's your Shangry for today. That's your show for today, y'all. Savage AF, man. Fuck your feelings. Facts matter. You know what it is, guys. Listen. Again, happy Veterans Day. I'm not sorry. Veterans Day. Sorry.
Merry Christmas. What the fuck?
Yeah, the Thanksgiving. Right
Happy Easter, guys.
But yeah, to all our servicemen and women out there, we appreciate you. Have a great weekend, guys. It's Friday. Stay out of trouble if you can. I don't have the bail money this week, so you're gonna be on your own, man. Listen, 3 things before we get you up out of here. I'm gonna say black if you are black. Yeah.
What's 2?
Do not be black if you're not black. That's embarrassing. Last but not least, keep all your fingers out of all your nose. Peace.